New York City is flooded. New York City is flooded.
At least 25 people killed in New York City.
25 people killed overnight in New Jersey and New York. Historic flooding, it's telling us here. Historic flooding. Look at that. Whoa, New York City's underwater. Look at that. At least 25 people were killed across New York and New Jersey, including a 2-year-old boy and his parents, who drowned in a basement apartment in Queens at the tail end of the Hurricane Ida as it ravaged the Northeast. The storm knocked out all the power and flooded all the streets, homes, subways, prompting the first ever flash flood warning for the Big Apple and leaving a trail of devastation across the Northeast. 11 people died in the city after becoming trapped in a flooded basement apartment. One person was found dead in the back of their car on Grand Central Parkway in Queens. One person was killed after getting caught in flash floods in Westchester. 12 people died in Garden State, including 4 found in the same apartment complex. The rising death toll came as a state of emergency was in effect Thursday after historic downpour knocked out power and flooded the streets, homes, and subways, prompting the first ever flash flood warning for Big Apple. The National Weather Service has also issued a tornado warning for parts of the Bronx as late Wednesday. Whoa. Those are the firefighters. As rescue efforts got underway, rescuers who were searching for stranded people Thursday morning were bracing for potentially higher death tolls. Our hearts go out to the victims, the NYPD Commissioner Dermont Shea said at a press briefing in Queens Thursday with Mayor Bill de Blasio and Governor Kathy Hochul. We pray that the number does not go up from there. Okay. Okay, let's pause that then. No, get out. Go. Come on, Priceline. What in the hell? Get this out of here. Okay. Historic flooding. 70-year-old man was swept away in his car in Passaic. 4 dead found in the same Elizabeth Complex apartment. Hunterdon County got some deaths. Look at this.
Well, look at that teeth.
Whoa, that's crazy. Look at NWS New York. To be clear, this particular warning for New York City is the second time we've ever issued a flash flood emergency. It's this first one for New York City. It's the first time we've issued a flash flood emergency for Northeast New Jersey an hour ago. Little boy teacher showed up to the house for his session only to find out the family had drowned. The boy had autism. The family had been living in the U.S. for several years after moving from the Philippines. They were a lovely family. He was a happy boy. Whoa. It's flooded. Brooklyn. The BQE. Floodwaters surround the BQE. Look at the night sky. Stormy Daniels. Ooh, that's crazy. More than 200,000 electrical customers are still without power early Thursday across the Northeast, mostly in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, according to power outages. Subway tracks were still submerged in the Metropolitan Transport Authority, suspending all service. Some lines are running with limited service. They're cutting down all the trees that got tangled in the storm. Okay. Video showed gushing water onto the tracks on various subway stations. Other footage showed vehicles floating down the streets in the torrents of water, teetering through the ground floor apartments across the city. New Jersey Transit suspended all rail service except Atlantic City Rail Line. The Newark Light Rail was also halted. Newark International Airport shut down suddenly overnight but restarted limited flights Thursday morning. New York Governor Kathy Hochul, New York Governor Phil Murphy, and Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont all issued emergency declarations for their states. President Joe Biden, who isn't actually the president, said he'd spoken to the governors Thursday, adding that Federal Emergency Management Agency personnel were on the ground to provide assistance. He's not our president. At the press conference in Queens, Hochul, the newly sworn-in chief executive, pledged to ensure the havoc and loss of life caused by the flooding didn't occur in the future. Got this old lady with the water. Mass flooding. I don't want this to happen again. God bless our troops. National Weather Service recorded 3.15 inches of rain fell on Central Park in 1 hour, from 8.5 inches to 9.5 inches, from 8:50 to 9:50 at night, the most ever. Tropical Storm Henry dumped almost 2 inches there last month. That's the local intel on the ground. New York City's flooded. Have a good day. Bye.